What if I told you that right now, an algorithm might be making a decision about your life, and you don't even know it? Not in some sci-fi future, not in 2050. Today, it could be deciding whether you get a job interview, whether you qualify for a loan, whether your medical symptoms are taken seriously, even whether you're flagged as a risk before you've done anything wrong. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes it's not just assisting human judgment anymore, it's replacing it. So the question isn't, is AI powerful? We already know that. The real question is, should we be worried? Stay with me, because by the end of this, you're going to see AI very differently. And more importantly, you'll understand what kind of future we're actually building. Let's start with something simple. Imagine you're applying for your dream job. You've worked for years, built your skills, tailored your resume perfectly. You hit submit and wait. But no human ever reads your application. Instead, an AI system scans it in seconds. It looks for patterns, keywords, signals from past hires. It makes a judgment, yes or no. And just like that, your opportunity is gone. No explanation, no second chance, no human intuition saying, wait, this person has potential. Now imagine this happens not just once, but across millions of people every single day. This isn't hypothetical, it's already happening. And here's where it gets deeper. AI doesn't think like we do. It learns from data, from history, from patterns that already exist in the world. So if the past was biased, what do you think the AI learns? There was a real case where an AI hiring tool started favoring male candidates over female ones. Not because someone told it to, but because it learned from historical data where men were hired more often. The AI didn't invent bias, it amplified it. That's the part people don't talk about enough. AI feels objective, clean, neutral, but it's not. It reflects us, our systems, our blind spots. And when we hand over judgment to AI without questioning it, we risk scaling those blind spots to a level humanity has never seen before. Let me tell you a story. A woman goes to the hospital. She's in pain. She describes her symptoms. An AI-assisted system evaluates her case and ranks it as low priority. She waits. Hours pass. Her condition worsens. Later, it turns out her symptoms were serious, but the system underestimated them because it was trained on data sets that historically underrepresented cases like hers. That delay wasn't just inconvenient, it was dangerous. Now pause for a second, because this is where things get uncomfortable. We trust technology because we think it's smarter than us, faster, more accurate, and sometimes it is. But what happens when we trust it too much? When we stop questioning? When the system says so becomes the final answer? That's not intelligence. That's surrender. And here's the twist. AI is not just replacing bad human judgment, it's also replacing good human judgment. Think about the teacher who sees potential in a struggling student, the doctor who notices something off that doesn't show up in test results, the hiring manager who takes a chance on someone unconventional. These moments don't come from data, they come from human intuition, empathy, context, things AI doesn't truly understand. So when we remove humans from the loop entirely, we're not just removing bias, we're removing compassion, and that should worry us. But don't panic yet, because this isn't a story about fear, it's a story about choice. We are still deciding how AI is used right now. Let's zoom out. AI is being used in criminal justice systems to predict the likelihood of reoffending. Sounds efficient, right? But studies have shown that some of these systems disproportionately flag certain communities as high risk. Not because those individuals did anything wrong, but because of patterns in historical data. So now imagine this. Two people commit the same minor offense. One is labeled low risk, the other high risk. And that label influences sentencing, bail, or parole decisions. That's not just technology, that's power. And power without accountability is dangerous, whether it's human or machine. Now here's where it gets even more real. Think about social media. Every day, AI decides what you see, what you don't see, what goes viral, what disappears. It learns what keeps you scrolling, what triggers you, what you react to. And slowly, It shapes your perception of reality, not by force, but by design. So the question becomes, are you making decisions, or are your decisions being shaped for you? That's the subtle shift happening right now. AI isn't just replacing judgment in big systems. It's influencing judgment in your everyday life. What you believe, what you buy, who you trust, and most people don't even notice it. That's why this conversation matters, because the biggest risk of AI isn't that it becomes evil, it's that it becomes invisible, accepted, unquestioned. Embedded so deeply into our systems that we forget to ask, is this fair? Now let's flip the perspective for a moment, because AI is not the villain here. AI has saved lives. It's helping detect diseases earlier than ever before. It's making education more accessible. It's giving people tools and opportunities that didn't exist a decade ago. So no, the answer isn't to stop AI. That's not realistic, and it's not desirable. The real challenge is something harder. It's building AI that reflects our best values, not our worst habits. And that requires something we don't talk about enough. Responsibility, not just from developers, but from companies, governments, communities, and yes, from you. Because every time we interact with AI, we are part of the system. Every click, every input, every decision to question or not question. So what does responsible AI actually look like? It means transparency. If an AI system is making a decision about your life, you should know. And you should understand why. It means fairness. AI should be tested across diverse populations, not just optimized for the majority. It means inclusion. The people building these systems should represent the people affected by them. Different backgrounds, different experiences, different perspectives. Because you can't build fair systems with narrow viewpoints, and it means keeping humans in the loop. Not as a backup, but as a core part of the process. Because judgment isn't just about accuracy, it's about values. And values are human. Let me bring this back to you. Imagine a future where AI helps doctors make better diagnoses, but the doctor still listens to you. Where AI helps companies find candidates, but humans still look beyond the data. Where AI helps governments make decisions, but people remain accountable. That's not a future where AI replaces human judgment. That's a future where AI strengthens it. But that future doesn't happen automatically. It happens because people demand it, because people ask questions, because people refuse to accept that's just how the algorithm works. So here's the truth bomb. AI will replace human judgment in places where we allow it to. The real question is not, will it happen? It's, where should it happen and where should it never happen? And that line is ours to draw. Right now, you might be thinking, what can I even do? I'm just one person. But change doesn't start with systems. It starts with awareness. Start noticing where AI shows up in your life. Start questioning decisions that don't make sense. Start caring about how these systems are built. Because the more we understand, the harder it becomes for these systems to operate in the dark. And here's something powerful. The same technology that can exclude can also include. The same AI that can reinforce bias can be designed to reduce it, but only if we choose that path. This is where aspiration comes in. Imagine being part of a generation that didn't just consume technology, but shaped it. That didn't just accept algorithms, but improved them. That didn't just ask, can we build it? But should we build it this way? That's the opportunity in front of us, not just to use AI, but to guide it, to make it more human, not less. Because at the end of the day, this isn't a technology story, it's a human story. It's about what we value, what we protect, what we refuse to give up. Judgment is more than decision-making. It's empathy, context, ethics, and if we lose that, no amount of intelligence can replace it. So should we be worried? Yeah, but not in the way you think. We shouldn't be afraid of AI itself. We should be concerned about how casually we hand over control, how quickly we trade understanding for convenience, how easily we forget that behind every system. There are human choices. And here's the final thought I want to leave you with. The future of AI is not being written by machines. It's being written by us. Right now, with every decision we make. So don't just watch this and move on. Start the conversation. Challenge what you see. Demand better systems. Because the goal isn't to stop AI from replacing human judgment, it's to make sure that when it does, it reflects the best of what it means to be human. And if we get that right, AI won't take away our humanity. It will help us rise to it.